So here we are at Hebden Bridge for today's run, doing the spine sprint. So runs from Edale to here at Hebden Bridge. So I've just parked the car at near the finish, and I'm about to get on the train to Edale for the start. Yeah, very nervous. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why I'm more nervous today for this race than I am normally. I've spent a lot of the week faffing with my kit. Such a lot of kit, mandatory kit that you've got to carry to keep you safe in case of an emergency. Given the fact that we're running on the Montane way in January, it's quite, it can be quite sort of inhospitable, particularly over the higher ground, around Bleaklow and Black Hill and places like that. The forecast today is, well, it starts at 12, so sort of this afternoon it's going to be a bit wet, and it'll probably stay like all day with intermittent snow and then heavy winds tonight, which is going to make it really difficult. We've got until 6 o'clock tomorrow morning to get this done, so yeah, see you in a bit. So here we are at a very wet Edale. We're here for the start of the spine sprint. So it's about 48 miles between me and the finish. So yeah, it's going to be quite challenging today with the conditions, very changeable, and the fact that we've only got 4 hours of daylight. So yeah, so that's going to be mostly races in the dark. So yeah, so I don't know how much footage we'll get from today, but I'll try my best, and so keep updating when I can. See you soon.
It's been about this moment.
Underway. Spine sprint 2023. So yeah, so I got to go from Edale all the way to Hebden Bridge, following the Pennine Way. Yeah, got some tough climbs, some challenging conditions, but I'm going to enjoy it. It's not about finishing times today, it's just about finishing and trying to enjoy it as best as we can. See you all soon. So here we are on the first big climb of the day, about third way up Jacob's Ladder. So windy. Luckily it's not quite as wet as it was forecast. It's still damp, but yeah, well, this is super steep, particularly that lower section. I've only got short legs and there's some quite big steps there, struggle with them a little bit. Cracking on. See you soon. So windy up here. I've been blowing over twice. Now people get on that's much lighter than me. Wow. Yeah, tough climb, but nearly to the top. So here we are at Edale. Yeah, cloud's coming now. Really windy. Yeah, feels good to get to first big climb out of the way. Yeah, almost felt. I know it won't pick up on camera, but the views just suddenly opened up and you can see Manchester in distance. It's spectacular. It's like another world up here, like a lunar landscape. So, crossed Snake Pass, just heading up towards Edale now. I don't think we're going to make Torside before it gets dark, but it's not a problem. Let's crack on with it. So I made it to Edale ahead before that, but we ain't going to make Torside. So I just have to take it nice and steady now. See you in a bit. So there's Torside Reservoir, but we're losing it like fast now, so still got a bit of this ridge line to run, and then a steep downhill to get down to the reservoir. So yeah, I think probably be just dark before we get there. Made a bit of time up over that last section since Edale ahead. Very technical, but I think the following in the Winter League skills are paid off on that section, because I passed quite a few people. I'm sure they'll come past me again, so I just start climbing up to Ladder Rocks, but it felt quite pleasing because quite a few of them would pass me going up Jacob's Ladder, and I hadn't seen them since, so it was nice to get past people. So as you can see, it's now pitch black. Just over 5 hours in. Just had a lovely cup of coffee courtesy at Mountain Rescue at Torside Reservoir. Thanks a lot, guys, really appreciate it, and thanks for keeping us safe. So yeah, yeah, now we've got climb up to Ladder Rocks, and then over to Black Hill, and then down to Wessenden, which is sort of next sort of checkpoint type thing. I think there's another mountain rescue there. So yeah, so keep moving. Just done just over 1,000 meters of climbing, which is just over half of the climbing for the course. But we've still got like 45.5 kilometers left. So yeah, long way to go. See you all soon. So that's the spine sprint complete. It's just, yeah, so tough. Probably the toughest thing I've ever done. Yeah, the conditions were just so brutal. Yeah, the conditions on the foot to start with were very wet and boggy, and sank in a few of them. Luckily I managed to get myself out without too much problem. But then it started snowing and really windy on Black Hill, and then yeah, it's just really windy for the rest of the run, and particularly after White House. There's sort of a run along sort of a chain of like a long sort of straight bit past some reservoirs, I think. I could see in dark, and yeah, the wind and sleet and hailstorm were coming in from the left. It was just, my face was just killing. So cold. But yeah, I kind of enjoyed it. I certainly won't be in a rush back to do a winter spine. Maybe a summer challenger in the future, but some serious training for that. So yeah, no, I'm pleased to get done, especially after being poorly over November and December, not giving me a chance to get any training in really. So yeah, since like day 50 in October, longest run is just a few hours. So yeah, it's just struggled with my quads and my back, just not training enough with back, and yeah, my quads, particularly the last stretch coming off Studley Park down to Hebden. It was all downhill all the way, and it just, yeah, it was probably some of my slowest kilometre splits of the whole race. Yeah, see you all soon.